It's time to face the truth. You might not belong to your team, and here's how to tell. You've probably been there. Day after day you show up, put in the work and try to fit in. But despite your best efforts, something feels off. Maybe you're constantly sidelined in meetings, left out of key decisions, or feeling like an outsider in a group that's supposed to be your team. Here's the thing. Being physically present doesn't always mean you're truly part of a team. There's a big difference between being in the room and actually belonging to the group. High-performing teams are built on trust, communication and mutual respect, but what happens when you realize that you're not part of that dynamic? In this video, we're going to dive into the 9 brutal signs that you might not truly belong to your team. But first, let's start with a story. Imagine you're in a boat with a group of people and everyone's rowing in sync. But suddenly you realize you're the only one rowing in the wrong direction. You try to adjust, but it's like you're pushing against the current. That's what it feels like when you're not truly part of your team. No matter how hard you try, the rhythm doesn't align and you end up going nowhere. So let's dive into these 9 signs, starting with the first one. Sign number 1. You're not part of the real conversations. One of the first signs that you don't belong, you're left out of the important discussions. Whether it's in the hallway, during lunch breaks, or in the pre-meeting huddles, the most crucial conversations are happening without you. And it's not that you're being ignored, it's that you are being actively excluded. Sign number 2. Your ideas are always overlooked or stolen. You pitch ideas, but they are dismissed without a second thought. Then, later, someone else brings up the same idea and suddenly it's brilliant. If this happens repeatedly, it's a major sign that your contributions aren't valued, or worse, are being taken advantage of. Sign number 3. You feel like a task doer, not a contributor. When you don't truly belong to a team, you often feel like a cog in the machine. You're assigned tasks, but you are never asked for your input or opinions. You're not part of the creative or strategic conversations, you're just there to execute with no real ownership of the team's direction. Sign number 4. You never get the credit you deserve. Your work is constantly good, but when it comes time for praise, your name is never mentioned. Others take the spotlight for your successes, and you are left wondering if your contributions are even noticed. This is a brutal sign that you're not seen as a true member of the team. Sign number 5. There's no we in your conversations, only they and you. If you notice that your team refers to itself as we and you're constantly referred to as you, as if you're on the outside, it's a clear sign that you're not truly part of the group. Great teams have a sense of unity, but if you're constantly left out of that collective identity, something's wrong. Sign number 6. You can't be yourself. You feel like you have to hide parts of yourself, your ideas, your personality, or even your values, just to fit in. If you're suppressing who you are to blend with the team, that's a huge red flag. When you belong to a team, you should feel free to show up as your authentic self without fear of judgment. Sign number 7. The inside jokes make you feel like a stranger. Inside jokes and shared experiences are natural in tight-knit teams, but if you find yourself on the outside of those jokes, constantly feeling like you're missing out on the group's connection, it's a sign you don't truly belong. It's like being invited to a party but not being part of the celebration. Sign number 8. Your team's values don't align with yours. You're asked to work toward goals that don't inspire or motivate you. Your personal values and the team's values just don't line up, and it feels like you're forcing yourself to align with something you don't believe in. This misalignment creates friction, and without shared values, true teamwork is impossible. Sign number 9. You're always the one who has to fit in. If you're constantly the one doing the emotional labor to fit into the group, whether it's adjusting your behavior, your attitude, or your communication style, it's a sign that the team isn't making space for you. A truly inclusive team doesn't require constant adaptation from one person. It adapts to make space for everyone. According to a Gallup study, employees who feel disconnected from their teams are 3 times more likely to disengage at work. But here's what's worse. That disconnection isn't just a workplace issue. It affects your mental health, productivity, and overall satisfaction. The good news, if you recognize these signs early, you don't have to stay stuck in the team where you don't belong. You can either take steps to improve the situation or make the tough decision to seek out a team where you truly fit in. Now for some real talk. If you're constantly feeling excluded, undervalued, or disconnected, you deserve better. High-performing teams thrive on trust, respect, and mutual contribution, and if you're not getting that, it's time to reconsider your place in the group. So, ask yourself, am I really part of this team or just a bystander? Because one leaves you drained and the other makes you thrive. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and check the comment section for free PDFs on leadership, high performance and personal development. Thank you for watching.